Let me ask you something. Who do you think really decides the fate of empires? Is it the generals, standing on battlefields? The kings, sitting on thrones? Or the politicians, giving speeches? Because history tells us one story, but money tells us another. Welcome back to Finance Meets History, the channel where we don't romanticize the past. We strip it down, we follow the money, and today, I want to tell you a story the way it actually unfolded, not like a textbook, not like a conspiracy theory, but like you and I are sitting across from each other, piecing it together. This is the story of how one family, not an empire, not an army, quietly outplayed Napoleon Bonaparte. And once you understand how they did it, you'll never look at wars, governments, or money the same way again. Before the collapse, everything looked stable. Before Napoleon marched across Europe, the world felt predictable. Kings ruled, land meant wealth, and power passed through bloodlines. If you wanted influence, you needed territory or an army. Money mattered, sure, but it followed power. At least, that's what everyone believed. What almost no one understood yet was this: the world was about to flip. And the people who would benefit the most weren't the ones holding swords. They were the ones holding ledgers. Now here's the part that surprises most people. This story doesn't start in Paris or London. It starts in a narrow, overcrowded street in Frankfurt called the Jutanggasse. Think about this for a second. Over 3,000 Jewish residents packed into a single lane. Gates locked at night. No public parks. No professions. No freedom of movement. This wasn't accidental poverty. It was enforced, and in 1744, inside a small house marked with a red shield, a boy was born. His name was Mayer Amschel Rothschild. At the time, there was nothing remarkable about him. But history doesn't care about first impressions. Mayer was supposed to become a rabbi. That was the safe path, the respectable path. But then his parents died. And suddenly, survival mattered more than tradition. So Mayer did something that changed history. He walked away from religious study and became an apprentice in a banking house. Not because he wanted power, because he needed food. Learning the only game that mattered at this banking house. Mayer didn't just learn about money, he learned about people. He handled rare coins from ancient Rome, Persia, and Byzantium, items European elites obsessed over. And here's what he realized early. The wealthy don't just want money, they want symbols of permanence. And they will pay a premium for anyone who understands that. By the time Mayer was 19, he wasn't just sorting coins. He understood pricing, arbitrage, and most importantly, information. The prince notices success doesn't stay invisible for long. Mayer caught the attention of Crown Prince Wilhelm of Hesse, one of the richest men in Europe. Wilhelm needed someone smart, someone discreet, someone who understood money better than most nobles ever would. Mayer became a court factor, and this is where everything clicks. Because Mayer realized something most rulers never do. The man managing the money has leverage over the man wearing the crown. Mayer didn't think small, he thought generational. He sent his 5 sons to 5 cities: Frankfurt, London, Paris, Vienna. Each son ran operations independently, but they trusted only one another. Information moved faster inside the family than it ever could through governments. This wasn't just business expansion, it was risk management on a continental scale, and Europe had no defense against it. Now let's talk about war. Because wars don't just destroy nations, they expose systems. The French Revolution set Europe on fire. Out of that chaos stepped Napoleon Bonaparte. Napoleon understood something crucial. Wars aren't won by bravery, they're won by logistics, and logistics require money. A lot of it, Napoleon's wars dragged on year after year. Governments ran out of gold. Borders closed. Britain was blockaded. Traditional banking couldn't keep up, but the Rothschild network could. Because while governments thought locally, the Rothschilds thought systemically. Yes, they financed both sides. This part makes people uncomfortable, but it's true. In Paris, James Rothschild financed Napoleon. In London, Nathan Rothschild financed Britain. This wasn't betrayal, it was neutrality and leverage. As long as war continued, demand for credit increased. But Nathan saw something others didn't. A British victory would dominate global trade, and he positioned himself accordingly. Nathan wasn't just lending money, he was buying British government bonds. Early in the war, Napoleon kept winning. Markets panicked, bond prices crashed, everyone else sold. Nathan bought because he understood endurance. Britain didn't need to win fast, it just needed to outlast. Waterloo, where the game was won June 18, 1815. Waterloo. Europe waited for news. Nathan didn't. His private courier network beat the British government by nearly a full day. And here's where legend begins. Nathan appeared on the London Exchange looking worried. He sold. Others panicked. Prices collapsed. Then his agents quietly bought everything. When official confirmation arrived, prices exploded. Nathan now controlled a massive share of British debt. Whether every detail happened exactly this way almost doesn't matter. The outcome did. Finance had beaten force. The empire never recovered after Napoleon fell. Europe didn't relax. It collapsed into debt. Governments needed rebuilding. Railways, mines, factories. And once again, the Rothschilds were the solution. Financing the Industrial Revolution, they funded railways across Europe. They invested in coal and iron. They followed supply chains. This wasn't speculation. It was system. Entire economies reorganized around infrastructure they helped finance. From admiration to resentment, rapid industrialization creates winners and losers. People didn't understand financial systems, so they blamed symbols. The Rothschilds became that symbol. Not because they were Jewish, but because they were visible, powerful, and global. Old prejudices adapted to new anxieties. Rothschild money helped stabilize France after 1871, secure Britain's control of the Suez Canal, fuel mining empires in Africa, support American industrialists, including John D. Rockefeller. This wasn't domination, it was participation at the highest level. Power attracts enemies. Nationalism rose. Borders hardened. Branches closed. Nazism destroyed the Vienna branch. France nationalized Rothschild banking in 1982. Only London endured. The Rothschild system didn't disappear. It evolved. Today, family-linked firms still manage tens of billions. The lesson isn't about one family. It's about how financial systems outlive political ones. 1. Wars are won by financing endurance. 2. Systems matter more than individuals. 3. When people don't understand money, they invent villains. Napoleon lost at Waterloo, but the real battle was decided long before the first shot was fired. It was decided in the bond market. If this changed how you see history, subscribe to Finance Meets History. Because the past isn't over. It's still shaping your future.